Thank you. I'm a survivor of socialism, and when I hear the story about the pharmaceutical things, what I have done for 28 years, I was actually basically experiment for the medical field, and they've done everything wrong. And then I was about 30 years old. I said, I will figure it out what's wrong with me. And I found a way which is more sustainable, which is a Chinese medicine, natural herbs. And I want you to know how we can bring this to our legislation in GOP to bring more sustainable healthcare system to our people. Not just homeopathic, horrible. The most ethical medicine is the Chinese medicine. I discovered to travel the world.
Yeah, but I'm generally for more freedom and experimenting and trying these things out. I would certainly have to learn more about it, but I think that's perfectly acceptable.
AZ Patriots?
So I've been hearing a lot from Alexandria Ocasio and Elizabeth Warren about how they'd like to make education and healthcare universal. And she was saying something about, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But obviously, we all know that there's something wrong with the VA healthcare system. And, you know, with higher education, like, how would you suggest, since I haven't seen really any concrete suggestions from Republicans especially, how would you suggest that we counterattack those ideas and we try to, do you think that maybe reducing the deficit in spending would help? Like, what would you suggest?
Okay, so lots to unpack there. The free education proposals, as well as how to fix the VA. So talking about what Elizabeth Warren's recent proposal was effectively, if you make below $100,000, I think it was, we will completely do away with your debt up to $50,000 in student debt, and up to $250,000. I have a big problem with this, because what you're basically saying is that people who chose to take out a loan, and they did that cost benefit, right? They said, I'm going to get this amount of value out of a university education, and I'm going to be able to get this kind of job based on that university education, and choose the right major. I'm going to make that choice, I'm going to take out a loan, and I'm going to pay it back. Now I'm telling the rest of Americans, many of which do not have a college degree, that their tax dollars have to go towards repaying that. And that's fundamentally unfair. It's fundamentally regressive as well. And it's also fundamentally not affordable either. You know, again, we have to raise we always have to, somebody has to pay for this stuff. And it makes you devalue your education.
Guys, let me know
also
if the sound is better.
Free. This should also be noted. I brought up that statistic about the Nordic countries before. They get less value out of their education system, and we can hypothesize forever about why that might be. But I think a big part of it is that when something is free to you, you just don't value it as much. You don't put the effort into it. And I think that matters. Again, this is a cultural thing, less so than I don't know how to fix that with policy, getting you to value something more. But the bottom line is it's not affordable.
Thank you, Bridget.
And again, I would always go back to, let's talk about vocational training. Let's talk about other means of education that give you a better outcome and a better cost benefit. It ain't broke, don't fix it comment about the VA it's just purely based on ignorance. That's of course that's not true. And now, at the same time, I am not one of these politicians who stands on my soapbox and just bashes the VA and says how horrible it is. I go to the VA. I continue getting my care at the VA now, and I want it to be better, and they want it to be better. These are not bad people working there. So some of the ways that I think it's getting better under this administration, we made it easier to hire and fire people. You have to hold people accountable. A lot of people don't realize this about federal government. It is extremely difficult to fire somebody who's underperforming. And this decreases morale in terrible ways. When you work next to somebody who doesn't do their job but can't be fired, what does that do to your morale? It makes you not want to go to work either. It's bad, and there's also a high regulatory environment there that makes it really hard for individual administrators to get the job done. And I am a victim of this. When I go to the VA sometimes, they'll be like,
share this one out
we can order you that pair, because I mean my eyes are all messed up, right? So I have a cataract in this eye, I use a contact, I need seeing glasses on top of it, I need all these things. We can order you this pair of glasses, but not that pair of glasses, because you have to go to a different optometrist who does contacts to get that pair of glasses. And we're like, what? I mean, it's silly, right? Little things like that, you know, it can be improved. And I think after meeting with, say, the VA in Houston, one of the bigger VAs, what they need is a little bit of trust a little bit of flexibility to hire and fire who they want to hire and fire, implement the programs they want to implement. They're not asking for more money, okay? They're asking for flexibility and predictability in their funding, and I think we can give them that. The Mission Act is what we passed recently in the last Congress. Now the challenge is implementing that. Basically, the Mission Act gives veterans more streamlined choice. So if you can't get what you need at the VA, a better system to get that care outside the VA from a private practitioner. And there's going to be a good mix there. Democrats like to create this straw man argument where they claim we're privatizing the VA. That's just not true. It's not true, and I understand why we don't want to privatize the VA. I go there. There's a lot of older veterans who, frankly, they use that as their community center. I don't necessarily want to take that away from them. It also wouldn't be economically efficient to just do away with all the infrastructure we've already created.
Thank you, Bridget. Make sure you shared both videos, guys.
Hey, give it up for Dave Crenshaw, veteran, congressman, Navy SEAL, American hero, Dave Crenshaw. Can we get one sip from the Captain America mug? Dave Crenshaw, everybody. Round of applause. Thank you all so very much for being here. We're Turning Point USA. We really appreciate it. This is our first chance at really formatting an event like this, bringing more people into your government, to your campus, and having an open conversation. I hope you enjoyed it today. We're going to be doing a lot more of this. Thank you for showing up.
Again. All right, guys, you saw it here. Really great turnout. Not too many crazy people, and good show. Share, share, share. Hashtag AZ Patriots. Hey, say hi, Linda.
Hello.
So again, guys, just share, share, share. And Mikey's gonna show us something. Hold on. There we go. That's the event poster. Good show. Share, share, share. Hashtag AC Patriots. Thanks, guys.